It's the top of the first. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 0. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Shohei S is at bat. Chester H pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Lineup changed. Hose are in at pitcher. It's the top of the first. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 0. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Shohei S is at bat. Chester H pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Lineup changed. Hose are in at pitcher. It's the top of the first. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 0. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Shohei S is at bat. Chester H pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Lineup change.
Ballyard baseball. Ballyard baseball.
Hey, Ballyard baseball. Clap, 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 clap.
Ballyard baseball.
And keep costs low. Success.
It's appropriate. The birthday of Jesus.
3 cows, a pig, and a parakeet. This is
Ballyard baseball.
It's a great day at the Ballyard. This is River Morgan, overlooking the best ballpark in ball. From the skybox at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, this is Ballyard Baseball, and I'm River Morgan.
Oh hell, I mean, hell, oh, I'm Morgana. Oh hell, I mean, hell, oh, I'm Morgana. I'm Morgana. I'm Morgana.
Today's matchup, Pre-Natal prospects, the gestating superstars, at Highland Island Yeti, the Sugar Lake Squatch. Games all holiday, tonight, Christmas night, and more. Check the schedule at ballyardbaseball.com. Fans are streaming, pouring, disembarking from the flyover gondola, Sugar Tracks Railroad, water taxi, and personal watercraft. You can find all things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com. Fan fun tonight includes we will select our fan of the game who will be awarded a future appearance on the Ballyard Baseball Network with me, River Morgan. We will also award one free merchandise item up to $35 in value from the Ballyard Baseball shop at ballyardbaseball.com. You can email the game at ballyardbaseball.com to enter your name into the drawings for fan of the game and or one free merchandise item. Tonight's in-game philanthropy is Toys for Tots. Ballyard Baseball is next. Pre-Natal Prospects and Highland Island Yeti, that's coming up on the Ballyard Baseball Network. Tonight's game is presented in part by December 26th. One of the calendar's most forgotten, underrepresented days is December 26th. December 26 struggles to feel valued in comparison to its sibling, December 25. Although National Winers Day is recognized on December 26th, December 26th knows that the celebration of winers doesn't capture global attention like December 25. As one of only 6 days remaining in the current year, December 26 asks you to tell a friend that December 26 is a special day. Thank you, December 26, a proud partner of Ballyard Baseball. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
And now, a decree from the commissioners of Ballyard Baseball.
Whereas the 12-6 Diner spends a lot of sponsorship and advertising money with Ballyard Baseball. And whereas we would all like to get to the 12-6 Diner sooner to begin eating and discussing the exciting action at the Ballyard. And whereas games at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake should be crisp and sharp, be it resolved, our game lengths will be shorter than the first handful of games in Season 1. Welcome back to the Ballyard, where the dugouts are always clean, the umpires are always right, and nobody forgets their water bottle. www.ballyardbaseball.com for schedule information, team links, the Ballyard Baseball merchandise shop, and more. And while you're at ballyardbaseball.com, join the village. Find the Join the Village area on ballyardbaseball.com. Send in your email address. We'll add you on to the information list. You can also follow on YouTube, the best place to watch Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network. I'm River Morgan with our play-by-play support from Morgana.
Oh hell, I mean, hell, oh, I'm Morgana. Oh hell, I mean, hell, oh, I'm Morgana. I'm Morgana. I'm Morgana.
The times, they are a-changin'. Highland Island Yeti on the diamond, playing defense first with Chester Hazawa pitching to his battery mate Figgenhoff.
The count is 0-1. The count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-1. The count is 2-2. The count is 2-2.
Shohei Sanchez, leadoff batter. Pre-Natal Prospects, all engineered feed eye. Shohei rips one into left. That's down.
Shohei S. singles on a line drive to left fielder Iris C. Yaya I steps up to the plate. The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1. The count is 1-2.
Yaki, second baseman for Pre-Natal Prospects, all named for future baseball fame, lifts one into right field, down the line.
Yaya Y flies out to right fielder Pecos F. Shohei S advances to second after tagging up. Rip S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today.
What a great read by Shohei Sanchez. Pecos Fenway running toward the corner. Made the catch, tagging up as Sanchez from first to second.
The count is 0-2. The count is 0-2.
Rip shots. Pre-Natal Prospect.
The count is 0-2.
Getting the exposure early, even before they're exposed to the Earth's atmosphere.
The count is 1-2.
Chester Hazawa, good start in the Yeti's first game.
Rip S strikes out swinging. Chester H pitching. Shohei S remains at second. Cy R steps up to the plate.
Now Cy Ruth. Cy Young and Babe Ruth comboed. Left-handed batter, right-handed arm is Cy. Highland Island Yeti, the home team. They've got 2 outs on the board. Shohei Sanchez at second base, tagging up on a fly ball to shallow right. It's all shallow out there, 202 feet, 202 3/8 feet down the line. Highland Island Yeti played yesterday, lost to Bomb Mob 4-1. Turnaround here, back-to-back days. They love it. Yeti love playing these back-to-backers. And the Pre-Natal Prospects played just 2 days ago. They got perfect gamed, and we'll honor that pitcher tonight during this presentation of Ballyard Baseball. A big honor being handed out to the Duck Ditch Dots starter Porter pitching, who threw a perfect game against these prospects.
The count is 0-1.
Ooh, that might have gotten some bone.
Cy R is hit by pitch. Chester H pitching. Shohei S remains at second. Satchel J steps up to the plate.
Morgana, did you hear that? It sounded like it might have hit bone, not just flesh. A little crack in that sound. Not sure what that was, but that sounded, Morgana, like it might have been painful. You think it hit some bone?
You too. You too.
All right, Morgana. Happy holidays.
The count is 0-1.
The runners at
0-2.
first and second here with 2 outs. And they moved up on that.
The count is 1-2.
Double
Shohei
steal.
S steals third. Cy R steals second.
The Satchel Judge in the box. Now with teammates at second and third with a 1-2 count. Satchel bats number 5. Good eye there.
The count is 2-2.
Satchel with an early opportunity here. Rocket single from Judge is going to score Sanchez. Here comes Ruth to the plate. Throw from right fielder Pecos Fenway.
Satchel J singles on a line drive. Right fielder Pecos F to catcher Finnegan H. Cy R out advancing to home. Shohei S scores. Cy R advances to third. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. That ends the top of the first. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Prenatal prospects pregnant person, 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Leading off for Highland Island Yeti orangutan will be Ace R, then Pecos F, then Chipper S.
Great throw from right field from Pecos Fenway, cutting down Cyruth at the plate. 1 run scores. Sanchez, the leadoff single, comes around on the Satchel Judge single. And the defensive play from right by Pecos Fenway, throwing out Ruth at the plate. Reminder about our in-game philanthropy, Toys for Tots, the beneficiary, thanks to the Marine Corps Reserve for administering the Toys for Tots program. If you can give, use that QR code on your screen, capture that image, or go to ballyardbaseball.com. There's a link at the top of the homepage to the Toys for Tots giving page. You can link through the ballyardbaseball.com website to give to Toys for Tots, or capture the QR code on your screen now and do what you can to help out. Great operation that helps people who could use a little help at the holidays. Top of the first is in the books. Prenatal prospects have the lead 1-0 on Highland Island Yeti in a 5-inning game. Yeti coming to bat next up. Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Starting 9 Golf Course. Crush your tee shot over the Sugar Monster and win a free round. And by Sweet Strings Band Shell. Live music from classical to country. And by Umpires. We're people too. This is a test of the emergency alert system. Extra underwear, canned goods, water, flashlight, extra batteries. This has been a test of the emergency alert system. In the event of an actual emergency, you're probably cooked. And welcome to Ballyard Baseball legend and former longtime play-by-play voice of the Ballyard Baseball Network, Ping Pong Winchester, rising from his nap in the back of the skybox high atop the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, using the pong table behind us. Ping Pong going to be involved in the celebration, the honor presented tonight to our perfect game arm from last night. Porter pitching, Ping Pong as the lead dignitary, an eloquent speaker. Always so good to hear from Ping Pong and the words he has to say to folks who get the honors on field during a game. Can't wait for Ping Pong's comments. He's getting warmed up with a little pong right now. Bottom of the first inning is where we head next. Bottom of 1 coming up. Highland Island Yeti down by a run. Prenatal prospect starting pitcher is Hose Rocket. Pitched their first game, also got the loss in that one. And Adley Posada behind the plate. Leadoff batter is Ace Round the Horn. A Round the Horn wears 3645 as a jersey number. Pecos Fenway and Chipper Salt will be batting here in the bottom of the first.
It's the bottom of the first. Prenatal prospects pregnant person, 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Ace R is at bat. Hose R pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. The count is 0-1. The count is 0-2. The count is 1-2.
A special night train, Sugar Tracks Railroad, still running them around out there. Oh, swinging a miss, strikeout.
Strikes out swinging. Hose R pitching. Pecos F steps up to the plate.
Pecos Fenway puts one in play on the first pitch.
Pecos F grounds out. Third baseman Rip S to first baseman Shohei S. Chipper S steps up to the plate. The count is 0-1. The count is 1-1. The count is 2-1.
Hose Rocket on the mound, making his second start of the season.
The count is 2-2.
Hose pitched 4 innings in that first appearance. 57 pitches thrown in that game.
The count is 3-2.
Gave up the 8 runs, 7 strikeouts with the rocket arm. Hose Rocket has the heat, but could not hold off the eventual defeat. As the Pre-Natal Prospects have started out 0-2, Hose's game was against Sweetwater Sugar Gliders about 10 days ago. Lost 8-5 with a 6-run 6th inning for the Sugar Gliders. And then 2 days ago, the Prospects went down in a shutout, a perfect game, 15 up, 15 down in that one. Hose Rocket trying to bring the gas back here, bring the heat with the rocket arm, burning them by when he can with the big-time fastball from Hose Rocket. Wears number 22 per Roger Clemens. Blows it by right there.
Chipper S strikes out swinging. Hose R pitching. That ends the bottom of the first. No runs, no hits, no errors. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 0. Leading.
Yeah, leading off as you're trying to get in there, Morgana, but we got to have you tone it down, Morgana. The decree was to speed up the ball game from the Ballyard Baseball Commissioners. It'll be Adley Posada, Roberto Markable, and Domingo Lelouch, the batters, due up in the top of the second for the Pre-Natal Prospects. Ribby Rodeo, professional rodeo in Sugar Lake. 2 nights each week. We're not stupid. Only on nights there are not ball games at the Ballyard. All good rodeo starts with bull riding and ends with bull riding. Recognized as the #1 barrel racing rodeo on the circuit. Plus, mutton busting, greased pig, and open pits provided by Bullpen Barbecue. Ribby Rodeo is a proud partner of Ballyard Baseball. Today's team sponsor for Pre-Natal Prospects is Zesty Zygotes. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Dr. Gene Nettix and Dr. D.N. Abel invite you to visit Zesty Zygotes on the shores of Sugar Lake. Whether you want a Y and a Y or an X and a Y, Zesty Zygotes serves you with decades of experience and a deep catalog. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Zesty Zygotes, making magic and tomorrow's baseball stars on the shores of Sugar Lake. Zesty Zygotes says, let's go, Pre-Natal Prospects. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Keep grinding.
It's the top of the second. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 0. Adley P is at bat. Chester H pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Adley P steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today. The count is 0-1. The count is 1-1.
Adley Posada looking for his first hit of the season here in Game 3.
Adley P flies out to center fielder Cy T. Roberto M steps up to the plate.
Cy Tepps making a nice catch in center field out toward the 242 marker. Deep shot, but not enough.
The count is 0-1.
Adley Posada now 0 for 4 on the season.
The count is 1-1.
Also looking for the first base hit of the season. Roberto Markable, right-handed batter, stands in. To this point, 0 for 3 on the year. Has not been on base and is now with that swing.
Roberto M singles on a hard ground ball to left fielder Iris C. Domingo L steps up to the plate. The count is 0-1. The count is 1-1.
Also looking for the first hit of the year, Domingo Lelouch.
The count is 1-2.
Also has not been on base. Is now, and Roberto Markable is going to go first to third on this ball to right field to Pecos Fenway.
Domingo L singles on a line drive to right fielder Pecos F. Roberto M advances to third. Jose steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today.
Hose Rocket has the pitching duties. Has a double this season in the first 2 games. Hose going to try to add another run on here. 1 away, runners on the corners. Pitch from Chester Hazawa. Hot shot to rip shots at third base, not to rip shots. Chipper Salt at third base.
Chipper S to second baseman BR to first baseman Hugo H. Roberto M did not score. Domingo L out advancing to second. That ends the top of the second. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0.
And we continue our recognition and commemoration. It's a weekend celebration along with some other honors tonight to celebrate a pitching performance here at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. We also are taking the weekend and long weekend into the holiday to commemorate one of the finest ever to grace the Ballyard baseball scene. And we again celebrate, as we have throughout the entire weekend and into this night game tonight, recognizing a brand new recognition that will stand the test of time and will continue to serve those who support Ballyard baseball into the future and down the tubes.
In memory of one of Sugar Lake's most kind and giving residents, the management is honored to announce the dedication of the Whiz P. Renner Memorial Urinal in the men's restroom down the first base line at the Ballyard. His grandson, Peep Renner, a talented member of Ballyard Baseball's palindrome team, Whiz P. Renner, was an ardent supporter of Bomb Mob and all things Ballyard baseball. Fans, when nature calls, take a stroll down the first base line at the Ballyard and pay your respects in the Whiz P. Renner Memorial Urinal.
Tonight's team sponsor for Highland Island Yeti is Squatch Shampoo and Hair Products.
Living in the woods, my hygiene is questionable and my social life is challenging. Squatch Shampoo and Hair Products help me tame my mane and remove the bugs and twigs and small animals from my thatch. I use detangler, tick and insect remover, hair cleaner, conditioner, and silky shine gel. And for the aging Yeti, hair regrowth fertilizer, proven to fire up your follicles and thicken your coat back to your teenage look. Squatch Shampoo and Hair Products, Yeti tested, Yeti approved. Squatch Shampoo and Hair Product says, go Highland Island Yeti.
It's the bottom of the second. Prenatal prospects pregnant person, 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Finnegan H is at bat. Hose are pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. That ends the top of the second. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Prenatal prospects pregnant person, 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Leading off for Highland Island Yeti orangutan will be Finnegan. It's the bottom of the second. Prenatal prospects pregnant person, 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 0. Finnegan H steps up to the plate.
Finnegan Hoff, 1 hit on the year. It was a long ball. He rips this one toward the hole in the wall in left. That one is through the hole in the wall. That is a home run. Goes Rocket, a little agitated, reaching back for some extra gas after the leadoff first pitch home run by Finnegan Hoff.
Saiti strikes out swinging. Hose are pitching.
Cy Tepps
steps up to the plate.
couldn't catch up.
The count is 1-0.
Now Hugo Homer, right-handed batter.
The count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 2-2.
Ball 3.
The count is 3-2.
Foul.
The count is 3-2.
Strike 3, you're out.
Hugo H strikes out swinging. Hose are pitching. Chester H steps up to the plate.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Hose Rocket working quick. Gets a couple strikes and gets a doofy grounder right back to the pitcher. Rocket.
Chester H grounds out. Pitcher Hose R to first baseman Shohei S. That ends the bottom of the second. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 1. Leading off for pre-natal prospects pregnant person will be Shohei S. Then Yaya Y. Then Rip S. It's the top of the third. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 1. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 1. Shohei S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
It is indeed a great day at the Ballyard. This is River Morgan. You're listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
Cliche Country, Sugar Lake's unicorn of radio. Wide open and in the saddle. Tough, gritty. We are servant leaders with exceptional bandwidth who give 110%. So open a can of worms and beat a dead horse. Get outside the box. 108.1 FM. Put a pin in it for a win-win situation. Sugar Lake's Cliche Country, 108.1 FM. It is what it is. You got this. Have a nice rest of your day.
Thanks to Cliche Country and 9-time award-winning DJ Spurs Chaps.
The count is 1-0.
Shohei Sanchez.
The count is 2-0.
Has a hit today, leads the team in average. 3 hits on the year, playing their third game of the season. Couple balls delivered from Chester Hazawa.
Strike 1.
The count is 2-1.
Foul.
The count is 2-2.
Left-handed hitting Shohei Sanchez. Couple strikes on the board. Pull shot, diving play by Hugo Homer at first.
Shohei S lines out to first baseman Hugo H. Yaya Y steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Pre-natal prospects, obviously engineered for success. Coaches Dr. Gene Nettix and Dr. Deanne Abel lead this crew of gestating superstars in utero, getting a feel for the game, getting scouted early. Yawkey puts down a bunt.
Yaya Y singles on a bunt to third baseman Chipper S. Rip S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Rip Shots came in as one of the co-leading hitters on the team, even with Sanchez. Struck out first time up. Got this one toward the gap in right center field. Bounces over the low brick wall. Jumping over the fence, Pecos Fenway can't get it back in time. That's a run home. Bounces over the gap.
Yaya scores. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 1. Side R steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 0 today. The count is 0 and 1. The count is 0 and 2.
Ball 1.
The count is 1 and 2.
Strike 3, you're out.
Side R strikes out swinging. Chester H pitching. Satchel J steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Ball 1.
Good
The count is
answer
1 and 0.
by Chester Hazawa, coming back with the strikeout, 2 away.
The count is 1 and 1.
Foul.
The count is 1 and 2.
Satchel smokes one at ace round the horn. Oh, took that off of south of the lap.
Satchel J grounds out. Shortstop Ace R to first baseman Hugo H. That ends the top of the third. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Prenatal prospects pregnant person. 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 1.
Wow, what a play at shortstop. Ace round the horn. Wears one just south of the lap and uses the protective gear.
That cup shot is brought to you by Down Under Armour. Protecting the jewels for over 45 years, Down Under Armour is manufactured using military-grade metals and impact tested at shooting ranges, bowling alleys, and martial arts studios. That cup shot brought to you by Down Under Armour.
Special treat tonight. Our third inning stretch is presented by the mate of our play-by-play announcer, Morgana. Here is Albert Einstein, also known as AI.
Good evening, everybody. I'll be here all week. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me peanuts, Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. Root, root, root for the... If they don't win, shameful. For it's 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind.
It's the bottom of the third. Prenatal prospects pregnant person. 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 1. Iris C is at bat. Hose R pitching. The bases are empty. No one out. It's the bottom of the third. Prenatal prospects pregnant person. 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 1. Iris C steps up to the plate.
Ball 1.
The count is 1 and 0.
Ball 2.
The count is 2 and 0.
Ball 3.
The count is 3 and 0.
Iris contact off to a 3-0 count here. Hose Rocket having trouble finding the zone. Here comes a visit to the mound by Dr. Gene Nettix. One of the two leads of the prenatal prospects, Dr. Deanne Abel in the dugout with Dr. Gene Nettix. They're going to talk it over with Hose Rocket, make sure he's doing all right. Hose, 28 pitches in here, still throwing supreme heat. 3-0 count to eye contact. Iris in the box. 2 strikeouts on the season so far. Has a 1 for 4. 1 hit, 4 at-bats. Just a single, that 1 hit, and the strikeouts a couple times for Iris Contact, playing left field. Trying to lead off this bottom of the third. 5-inning ball game at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. River Morgan with you from the Ballyard.
Iris C walks. Hose R pitching. BR steps up to the plate.
Hose Rocket looks a little agitated. Gives up the free pass to lead off the inning here.
BR is hit by pitch. Hose R pitching. Iris C advances to second. Ace R steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Got a jam going here. Walk and a hit by pitch. Not a good start. Hose Rocket in some trouble with his team up 3-1. Yeti batting in the bottom of the third.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Top of the order. Good spot here for the Yeti. Ace round the horn. Leadoff batter, right-handed side. Hose Rocket after the walk and the hit by pitch. Couple strikes delivered by Hose. Ace hits that hard to left field, too hard.
Ace R grounds into a double play. Left fielder Cy R to second baseman Yaya Y to first baseman Shohei S. BR out advancing to second. Iris C advances to third. Pecos F steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Hit that thing so hard. Of course, the tight dimensions here. 222 to left field. A one-hop smoke shot to left. Turned into an 8-4-3 double play. Foul off by Fenway.
The count is 0-2.
Pecos Fenway grounded out to third base, first time up. Runner at third, 2 away. Hits a shot to right center, tracked down by Judge on one hop. That'll score the run.
Pecos F singles on a line drive to center fielder Satchel J. Iris C scores. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 2. Chipper S steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Pecos now a hit in 2 of the Yeti's 3 games.
The count is 0-1. The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-2.
Hose Rocket still throwing heat. The righty with a switch hitter, Chipper Salt in the box. Number 10, Chipper. Left side batting. And a disadvantage count, 1-2. Rocket. Well swung on by Salt. Pecos Fenway coming around third. Double for Chipper with an RBI. Pecos Fenway sliding in safely in front of the throw. from Cy Ruth in left field.
Chipper S doubles on a line drive to left fielder Syar. Pecos F scores. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3. Finnegan H steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Catcher Finnegan Hoff homered first pitch his first time. Rockets this to center. 242 sign Satchel Judge against the brick.
Flies out to center fielder Satchel J. That ends the bottom of the third. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3. Leading off for pre-natal prospects pregnant person will be Adley P., then Roberto M., then Domingo L. It's the top of the fourth. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3. Adley
We
P.
welcome
steps up
a
to the
proud
plate.
new
They're
sponsor
0 for 1
of
today.
Ballyard Baseball, celebrating the mundane activities of the game and the realities of being human, taking nightlife to a new, low level. The Spit and Scratch Bar, where you can spit and you can scratch. The Spit and Scratch, where free expression and unfiltered behavior are welcome and encouraged. Who approved this? Thank you for listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
It's the top of the fourth. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3. Adley P. is at bat. Chester H. pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Adley P. steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Fly out to center field. Adley's first time. Side Tep's a ball hawk and a ball hog. First pitch pops it up foul over by the third base dugout. Cy Tep's on the run, calls off.
Fielder Cy T. Roberto M. steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Called off Chipper Salt, and the center fielder catches the foul pop-up in front of the third base dugout, demonstrating the wheels. Cy Tep's from center field retires Adley Posada on a center fielder foul flyout. I don't think that has ever happened before in the history of history.
The count is 1-0.
Foul.
The count is 1-1. The count is 1-2.
Took a strike looking, did R. Markable.
Strike 3, you're out.
Roberto M. strikes out looking. Chester H. pitching. Domingo L. steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 1 today.
Backward K for Roberto Markable. The prenatal prospects in a duel now. 3-3 is the score in the top of the fourth 5-inning ball game.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
All these parents naming their players using legendary baseball names. This family misunderstood pop culture. 2 fictional baseball players, Domingo and Lelouch. Pull shot by Domingo. Got around on that pitch from Hazawa.
Domingo L. singles on a hard ground ball to left fielder Iris C. Hosar steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Foul.
The count is 0-1.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-1.
Hose Rocket took a massive swing. Takes another one.
The count is 1-2.
Strike 3, you're out.
Hosar strikes out swinging. Chester H. pitching. That ends the top of the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Prenatal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3.
Well, it comes time now to honor Porter pitching. Big celebration at the Ballyard tonight. Porter pitching yesterday, or make it 2 days ago. That was 2 games ago here at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Always a night game, regardless of the time of day. Duck Ditch Dots got a perfect game from Porter pitching. One of the best pitching performances ever seen at the Ballyard. Porter pitching and his parents, Peter and Penelope, pitching here tonight as Porter is honored and installed in the lore and the legend and the history of the Ballyard at Sugar Lake with his installation that will stand forever. The Duck Ditch Dots, a team centered around pitching. They won this perfect game with a 1-0 score with one hit. That was a bunt. And Porter pitching in the game. That bunt by Perk P, by the way, ended up pushing in. Porter pitching, scored the only run of the game. Porter, 5 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts for Porter, and a clean line, no hits, no runs, no walks, no errors committed, 69 pitches, 53 for strikes. Porter pitching being honored here as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Ballyard baseball, the management, now celebrating and also bringing in the eloquent and supportive, youth-oriented Ping Pong Winchester, the legendary play-by-play voice and founding member of the Ballyard, now 80 years old, is Ping Pong. He's involved as the management presents Porter pitching with this celebration of his perfect game.
And now, a decree from the commissioners of Ballyard Baseball.
Whereas 2 days in the prior, Porter pitching pitched a perfect game against Pre-Natal Prospects in a 1-0 win for Duck Ditch Dots. We, the commissioners of Ballyard Baseball, hereby, henceforth, whereforth, hitherto, proclaim today Porter Pitching Day at the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. And now, a word from the esteemed and legendary Ping Pong Winchester.
Good job, Porter.
The Palace of Pong, the place for paddles. Ping Pong Palace, where ping pong players play ping pong and people populate pre- and post-perfect performances at the Ballyard. Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please, pop in for Pong. Purchase pop, popcorn, pizza, pastries.
Take it from me. Ping Pong Winchester. The place for Pong is Ping Pong Palace.
Ping Pong Palace, positioned perfectly for our population, perpendicular to the pit, plus pleasant proximity to our pristine pond. Please, pop in for Pong.
It's the bottom of the 4th. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3. Sci-T is at bat. Hose are pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. That ends the top of the 4th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3. Leading off for Highland Island Yeti orangutan will be Sci-T. It's the bottom of the 4th. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person, 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan, 3. Sci-T steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
3 right-handed batters coming to the plate.
The count is 0-1.
Cy Tepps, Hugo Homer, Chester Hazawa.
The count is 1-1.
Against the gas of Hose Rocket.
Sci-T lines out to left fielder Cy-R. Hugo H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
Hit that to the warning track. Cy Ruth retreating and making the catch on a laser from Cy Tepps.
The count is 0-1.
That foul ball cleared the wall in left field, pulling the ball on Hose Rocket. These righties. Hugo Homer.
The count is 0-2.
Homer with 2 strikes. 47 pitches thrown by Hose Rocket. Homer smashes that up against the brick and left a little farther.
Hugo H lines out to left fielder Cy-R. Chester H steps up to the plate. They're 0 for 1 today.
The impressive defense by Cy Ruth in left field. The righty's getting around on Hose Rocket. Is he tiring a little bit? Still got the heat, but they figured him out. Hit a shot and left to the warning track and then one right up against the brick. This one's going farther from Chester Hazawa. The blast from Hazawa. Iris contact, a lefty.
1-0.
3 righties in a row, all hit smashes to the wall.
The count is 2-0.
That last one got over the wall from Hazawa. Now Iris contact, a lefty.
The count is 2-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 2-2.
Iris hits a shot to right field, pulling it to the wall.
C lines out to right fielder Roberto M. That ends the bottom of the 4th. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 3, Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 4, leading off for pre-natal prospects pregnant person will be Shohei S, then Yaya Y, then Rip S.
Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by the Flyover Gondola. Hover over a game or enjoy the best view of Sugar Lake's nightly fireworks show. And by Ballyard Bets, honoring our cease and desist order. And by Sweet Peace Cemetery, the sweet way to go. Ballyard Baseball. Ballyard Baseball. Hey, Ballyard Baseball. Clap, 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 clap.
Ballyard Baseball.
It's the top of the 5th. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 3, Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 4. Shohei S is at bat. Chester H pitching. The bases are empty, no one out. Shohei S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Top of the order here, last bat for pre-natal prospects. Shohei Sanchez, a hit and a line out, diving stop at first. Here hits one hard to center field. Cy Tepps can't track it down in time. Bounces just in front of Cy.
Shohei S singles on a line drive to center fielder Cy T. Yaya Y steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Yaya has a bunt single, run scored, hits the same kind of ball. That's going to get down in front of Cy Tepps in center field.
Yaya Y singles on a line drive to center fielder Cy T. Shohei S advances to second. Rip S steps up to the plate. They're 1 for 2 today.
Strike 1.
The count is 0-1.
Strike 2.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Foul.
The count is 0-2.
Rip Shots has a home run in this game, 2-run blast.
The count is 0-2.
The ball was yard on the shot from Shots.
The count is 0-2.
Staying alive against Chester Hazawa.
The count is 0-2.
You can see the pitch count now right at 70 for Hazawa.
The count is 0-2.
Ball 1.
The count is 1-2.
Finally draws a ball from Hazawa to Shots.
The count is 1-2.
Rip fouls off another one.
Ball 2.
The count is 2-2.
Shohei Sanchez singled at second. Yaya Yaki is single at first.
The count is 2-2.
Long AB.
Ball 3.
shots.
The count is 3-2.
Rip pushes it full. Another foul off.
The count is 3-2.
4-3, top of the fifth. Go ahead run at first. Tying run and Shohei Sanchez at second base. And Rip shots with a 2-run home run already has built an at-bat against Chester Hazawa. Highland Island Yeti playing back-to-back days. Ground ball to first. Hugo Homer has it, fires it to ace round the horn at second. Shohei Sanchez trying to score.
Triple play. First base
Triple play.
Shortstop ace R to catcher Finnegan H. Shohei S out advancing to third. Yaya Y out advancing to second. That ends the top of the fifth. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Pre-natal prospects pregnant person. 3. Highland Island Yeti orangutan. 4.
Well, that is a triple play ending the competition with the Yeti finding their way to the big finish and picking up a win after a loss yesterday. The Yeti answer, and Chester Hazawa will take the win on the Hill Hose Rocket, takes the loss as the prenatal prospects engineered for superstardom fall to 0-3 on the season. Highland Island Yeti take the win and push their mark now on the year to a 2-1 record. The Yeti, after they dropped a game yesterday to the Bomb Mob 4-1, Yeti turn around one day later 4-3 over prenatal prospects. Highland Island Yeti, a 2-1 mark with the prenatal prospects bringing up the rear. 0-3 their record as they drop this one tonight. 4-3 in a fantastic ball game. Thrilling action tonight from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Great performance by all, including our 5-umpire crew. Thanks to Jocko Harvey behind the plate, Lucy Dennis at first base, Ryan Grogan had third base, Mo Mizuraka umpired the gap and had to make that call out there on a ball that went over the gap, through the woods, and turned into a round-trip run home in this game. And, of course, Juco Jimmy out by the Ballyard Bets shack outside the stadium, making sure no wagers were put down on tonight's game. The cease and desist order on Ballyard Bets. Juco Jimmy handles the patrol out there to keep everything clean out around the old Ballyard Bets shackled up shack. We've got more post-game. That one's a final 4-3. Highland Island Yeti take the win in a comeback performance. Get the job done.
Let's drive a car, Sugar Lakers.
It's Cam from Cartropolis. We need you. Our 10-acre lot has more than 2,000 new cars just waiting to be driven. Drive home today with a ridiculous deal on a new car. Sugar Lake needs more cars. The flyover gondola, Sugar Tracks Railroad, water taxi, all boring compared to piloting your very own car. Come and see me, Cam, at Cartropolis on Road Trip Road just outside the East Weather Wall. Cartropolis, where our goal is to double the number of cars on the roads of Sugar Lake, from 6 cars to 12 cars.
It's your turn to drive, Sugar Lakers. Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network is brought to you by Water Wings, Sugar Lake's #1 of 1 wing shop, and by Fourth Wall Outdoor Cinema, a drive-in without the cars, and by The Sinker Boatyard and Marina. The Sinker, voted 7 years running as America's most ironically named marina.
You are listening to Ballyard Baseball on the Ballyard Baseball Network.
A final score from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, 4-3. Highland Island Yeti take the win, picking up a run in the 4th inning, backing up 2 in the 3rd. They trailed 1-0 after the first, tied it up in the second at 1-1 to the Highland Island Yeti, the home team. Prenatal Prospects had a 2-run third, answered by the Yeti in the bottom of the frame for a 3-3 count, and that final run on a home run blast from Chester Hazawa, 3 in a row shots to the left field brick wall. The first 2 caught off the bats of Cy Tepps and Hugo Homer. Chester Hazawa launched one out of the Ballyard. That was the winning run. And in the fifth, they give up opening singles to the top of the order. Shohei Sanchez, Yaya Yaki, Chester Hazawa was in some trouble there. Gets the triple play ground ball. It went to first base. Picked up there on a hot shot by Hugo Homer. Fired to second to the shortstop Ace around the horn covering. And Shohei Sanchez trying to come around to score and tie the game as Ace around the horn heads up play. Got the force out at second. Ripped a throw home to Finnegan Hoff. Tagged out Sanchez and capped it off for a 4-3 win. That means I get to head to the spot I love the most. Corner booth waiting for me. You can join me there. Got a couple more words for you post game as I get ready to head to the spot that makes me happy.
The 12-6 Diner, voted Sugar Lake's #1 diner since dining. Owner and line cook Uncle Charlie invites you to stop in at the 12-6 Diner, inspired by the curveballs of Nolan Ryan, Sandy Koufax, Barry Zito, Clayton Kershaw, Tim Lincecum, Pedro Martinez, and Hideki Okajima. Take a picture with our statue of Candy Cummings, inventor of the curveball in the 1860s. Open daily from midnight to 6 a.m. The place to be after every game at the Ballyard. Talk ball, be seen, and eat locally greased and fried diner food at the 12-6 Diner.
As the Sugar Lakers, supporters of Ballyard Baseball, depart, Lake Frogs take over the sounds of the island, and the Sugar Tracks Railroad loads them up to take them on down the line to the 12-6 Diner. River Morgan bringing you on home from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. 4-3 Highland Island Yeti on the win, thanks to our best in the land grounds crew and stadium staff for making it happen tonight. And again, to our 5 umpire crew, always good work out here from the umpiring perspective. If you can't get to the 12-6 Diner to hang out at my corner booth to drop by and talk ball, we'd prefer you do that. You can go online, check out all things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com. Action on 2 nights from now, Christmas night, a special treat gift delivered by Ballyard Baseball. Off day tomorrow, and it's a premium matchup at 6:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Mountain time on Christmas night, 8:30 in the Central Time Zone in the breadbasket of America, and 9:30 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone out there on the right coast. What a matchup. 2 of the top teams, favorites of the Ballyard Baseball environment, fan favorites, rosters full of memorable characters. We have Bomb Mob, the Palindrome Squad. All players palindrome named. Only way you can make that team is they will square off with the Elite Prospects, Gold Platinum Elite, 2 of the premier hitters in the league. Max Alpha, the II, and Just Barrels featured in that Christmas night matchup with Bomb Mob from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. That's 2 nights from now, Christmas night, 6:30 Pacific, 9:30 Eastern time on the Ballyard Baseball Network. That game will start a sequence of 5 consecutive game days, December 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. All action coming at you from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake. Check ballyardbaseball.com for all that schedule information and more. All things Ballyard Baseball at ballyardbaseball.com. Until we talk to you on Christmas night, good night from the Ballyard at Sugar Lake, where the dugouts are always clean, the umpires are always right, and nobody forgets their water bottle. The nightly fireworks from Pyro Point launching now as we bid you adieu, and the fans load out, heading to the 12-6 Diner, flying over on the gondola, rolling down the tracks on the Sugar Tracks Railroad, catching the water taxi, or firing up their own personal watercraft. So long from the Ballyard. Yeti 4, Pre-Natal Prospects 3 is the final score.
BBN.
Theater of the Mind.